Hello, my friends. Let's do a video here on Planet Fitness. Um, Now, Planet Fitness, some may or may not realize, has taken a lot of heat. And it has taken a lot of heat because it's really closer to Planet Fatness than fitness, but mainly because it is a sign of the times that society is falling apart and basically has no place for masculinity anymore. And a lot of people, you may not know this, but I assure you, you're going to you're going to see that there's quite a lot to hate here. First of all, what most people don't realize is that there is actually Pizza Mondays and Bagel Tuesdays. You may not have known this, and some of this, I think a lot of this, some of you may not have known. But when you go, they actually offer this to the people that are there working out free. Now, you might think, well, wait, what the hell are they doing that for? Because they're there at a gym. They're probably trying to get away from stuff like pizza and bagels and things like that. But it's actually a brilliant marketing strategy by Planet Fitness because if they can keep people coming back despite the fact that they're encouraging them to be out of shape, then they're actually winning. Because if you don't know already, everybody by now should know that your gyms make their money on you not remembering to cancel your membership. How many of you have gotten a gym membership anywhere in your life and you just stopped going after a while and you weren't able to cancel it or you didn't get around to it, and unless you got on the phone with someone or you went into the store and basically caused a scene, they would not cancel it. How many of you have had that happen? That's the way it is. If you've ever tried to cancel a gym membership, then it can be very difficult. And of course, this is one of those things where if you look at the business model for Planet Fitness, you find that most of their stuff here is cardio. They're trying to get people to just get on treadmills. And of course, a lot of their clients are pear shaped women who are just not only are they not fitness people, they're kind of hopeless, like in many ways, because they're not willing to make any serious sacrifice for anything. They're just going to drift along and be a gym person and not have any real hope for anything. That's the sad thing, is that they're monopolizing those people. They're enslaving them because they perfectly well don't want them to do anything. Now look at some of these signs. Please refrain from doing the following exercises: T rows, overhead presses, clean and jerks, deadlifts. Now that right there ought to alarm you. How many gyms should you be able to sign up at and not have any restrictions on that? No supersetting. I don't have to explain what these terms are, folks. Everybody should understand that. These are the idea that you can't do this or you'll be asked to leave is a real thing. There are lots of people who've been asked to leave Planet Fitness. We're not talking about the typical gym buff with the protein shake who walks like he's got a big letter V stuck in his back. I mean, it's yeah, everybody hates that guy. The guy who hisses when he does his reps and all of that. I get hating that. But no, instead, they just they despise people who are trying to take fitness seriously. So if you're anything beyond the first stages of working out, they don't want you there. Everybody's familiar with the lunk alarm. The one who grunts and drops weights gets a lunk alarm put on them, and that means basically it's an annoying tornado sounding alarm if somebody makes a sound. And there are lots of videos on this: slamming weights, wearing a bodybuilding tank top, drinking out of a water gallon jug. They will kick you out. And look at how many people online where that's the case. Really embarrassing. Can you imagine? People troll them for this. Can you imagine um, how bad this is? And here's a sign: we do not cater to bodybuilders or heavy weight lifters. Please help us keep our non-intimidating environment by loading only 4 weight plates on each side. That's with the squat machine. So in other words, if you're really strong and you're willing to stay at the gym for about 6 months to get strong, to be able to lift more than basic weight, then you got to go to get a different gym. This, folks, is another problem of the toxic masculinity bullshit, where people are afraid of men being men, or even just women being strong and competent and able to attain a good level of fitness. This is really sad. One commenter says, I go to a Planet Fitness and I'm so lucky I've never had an issue. Imagine asking someone to leave because they're drinking water and being healthy. For being a judgment-free facility, all they do is judge. Folks, this is nuts. That's what it is. If you actually bring a jug of water that's too big and it doesn't fit in their cup holders, they'll ask you to leave, which is part of the most full of shit thing you've ever heard. This, folks, is the way society's going. I mean, they want sick people, just like the fitness and pharmaceutical industries. They want broken down people. They want this stuff because there's no money in a cure. There's only money in treatments, endless treatments. And if you can keep the fat and keep them coming back, then you have Planet Fatness, not Planet Fitness. And that's exactly what this is. Yet another sign of the degradation of things.